Oh, Sunrider, a series that's almost 9 years old now, and like 7 years since their last canon game. In the ending of the previous game, well, shit happened. A lot of important people are dead, and the Sunrider suicide rammed a battleship carrying a super nuke. Really made me wonder how the series can even continue after that point. At one point, I thought the part where the protag travels back in time was actually canon. Turns out it wasn't. Anyway, here we have Sunrider 4, The Captain's Return. 4? Let's see, there was Mass of Arcadius, and then Liberation Day, and then... Did that time travel story count as another one? Or was that spin-off Sunrider Academy, Sunrider 3? Oh, anyway, Sunrider 4, everyone! The plot. Well, spoilers for the previous game, I guess. The game mainly focuses on the war between the Solar Alliance and Pact. The Solar Alliance is basically a collection of capitalist democracies, and the folks at Pact are essentially just space commies. Previously, both sides wanted to end the war, but as I said before, shit happened and lots of important people are dead, and the end of the war has been cancelled. Somehow. The ones responsible for that shit show was actually a third party, and everyone knows it. I don't understand why the two sides wanted to murder each other again. Well, maybe it's because the Allies wanted to nuke a planet. Anyway, you are Kaito Shields, the dude who previously single-handedly turned the tides and kicked some serious commie ass. Also, Kaito and the commie leader declared their desire to murder the shit out of each other. Pac then pulls out the old, we actually have an invincible undefeated admiral who was never mentioned before, and also an ancient super battleship suddenly appeared to terrorize the present. And so the recap's done and into the sequel. Several years later, Kaito is working in a mining planet, and the Solar Alliance had its ass beaten by the Commies, led by the aforementioned unmentioned invincible commie admiral. Adventure calls, and Kaito and Sola, best girl, head out to meet the queen of a kingdom, and also a clone hiveman girl, second best girl. They get a new ship, and boom, off they go to... sing the ancient super battleship. Initially, the big bad battleship felt menacing, but eventually it felt more like a beached whale, and everyone is racing to hunt it down and loot whatever awesome ancient technology from it. Poor little beached battleship. And at times you also encounter a hive mind of superhuman clones, led by a girl who craves Kaito's cock. Never a dull moment, eh? By the end of the game, your boy Kaito kicked some serious commie ass. A lot of commie ass. Maybe too much commie ass. Jesus Christ, Kaito, leave some commies for the rest of us. No, really, you can hardly imagine the amount of commie widows and orphans Kaito made in this game. Enough to make me wonder, how much of a threat the commies are to warrant another sequel? What's that? Oh, of course, they're teasing that they have yet another super weapon or something. Alright, whatever commies. Cope harder. Gameplay is pretty radically different from the previous title. It's still turn-based strategy, space combat, but they ditched the hexagonal grid system and wrote the freedom of movement into their constitution. Actions are still an energy-based economy. Attacking and moving costs energy, rotating also costs energy, and weapons have limited firing arcs, so that drains a bit. The game also simulates the fact that there is no friction in space, so your units just drift on the momentum of previous movements if you don't move them this turn. Movement costs also skyrocket when you're trying to move against your current drifting trajectory. In my first playthrough, I relied heavily on Sola, best girl, also a sniper, because their accuracy and damage is pretty busted. It's also fun to rely on Claude's hurtable area shields, because having a total of 100 shield makes you literally immune to lasers. Typically, all ancient units only use lasers, and melee. And ships cannot be melee, so your main ship will be immune to any ancient unit encounters. Ancient units are made to be bullied. Now, if you finish the game legit on the 1 above normal difficulty like me, let me tell you how to really enjoy the game. You start New Game Plus to get all the character buffs, then you pick the Space Whale difficulty. And then you edit your save file and get 1,000,000 credits and upgrade all your shit to max. Play the game like a speedrun or something and try to steamroll the stages with as few turns as possible. All that money allowed me to play extremely aggressively, warping behind enemy lines and instantly sinking 3 of their large carriers with torpedoes. Using the melee girl to clear out all enemy mechs by abusing the gravity gun. Bringing the enemy closer by abusing the gravity gun. Cancelling instant death moves by abusing the gravity gun. Now that I think about it, the gravity gun is fun to abuse if Cloud is upgraded enough. The porn. Hang on, is this even a porn game? The previous games had sex scenes. Not particularly memorable ones, but still, sex scenes nonetheless. This game only has a few snippets of nudity. Some people think that's a good thing, since sex scenes don't seem like this company's forte. However, it feels like my credibility is under attack here. I'm a porn game reviewer, not any old game reviewer. And this is a porn game review series. Anyway, porn here barely exists. Anyway, a solid addition to the pretty solid Sunrider series. Gameplay is great, the plot is pretty good I guess, and the porn is non-existent. Anyway, to all you single men out there, Kaito here has a life lesson he wants to share with you. Go on, Kaito. Don't put your dick in crazy! A beautiful speech, Kaito. Stunning and brave. Thanks for coming to tonight's TED Talk. Hey, Panther here. Barely finishing this video by Sunday. Please like and subscribe if you like this, even if there was no before. Anyway, thanks, bye. Please watch the other review.